Hello out there, everybody. Welcome back to Lost in Time and Space. We're going to jump into now, second most important thing, our conversation topic for the week, which is adventure. We want purpose in our lives. We want impact on the world. We want our lives to be an adventure. And I think they are adventures. But I also think that when we think about adventure and great adventures, a lot of times the things that immediately come to our mind are like traveling the world, meeting important people, accomplishing really important things that the history books are write about someday. Those are all great things. Those are adventures. But I think sometimes when our lives don't necessarily end up looking like that or us doing those things, then sometimes I think we sort of get a little bit bummed and we lose a little bit of that yearning for adventure. I think anyone, no matter who you are, what you do, where you're at, whatever you're doing can be an adventure. And I think that's really cool. And so we're going to talk about three things that make good adventures and why you can apply those principles. You can look for those things in everyday life and have your life be a real adventure. The first thing that I think is really important to any good adventure is openness. Like you think about it, most really good stories, or at least a lot of really good stories, people are open to the adventure that it's not necessarily the adventure that they choose. It's not the adventure that they would have gone on had they had their druthers, but it's the adventure that was thrust upon them, and it's the adventure that they went on. Think about if Luke had gone to Tashi Station and gotten those power converters. That would have been we wouldn't have gotten this adventure. We wouldn't have gone on this epic journey. He was open to what his uncle asked him to do. He eventually, this droid leaves, and he's like, "What? How? What's? Why is this droid leaving? This isn't how things are supposed to go." If we're open to it and we're open to seeing and embracing the adventure in front of us, that can be something that's really powerful. Just being open to not necessarily the adventure that we choose, that we want, but we're open to the adventure that's in front of us. No matter what job you have, where you're at in life, be open to that. Be open to doing that, doing it well, doing it to the best of your ability, and then seeing where that takes you. And that's gonna leave you open to so many incredible things. Because you can't go on an adventure if you're just focused on this narrow minded kind of thought of what you think adventure is going to be, and then it just never materializes, and then you're gonna miss so many amazing things that you weren't looking for. The next principle I would say is change, and I think of this a little bit differently than we maybe normally think of change for an adventure, because I think a lot of times we think of change as getting out of our normal sequence of things, like going to a different geographical location, changing our environment, changing the space around us, if that makes sense. Because I think actually the most important thing about adventure is not the change in the scenery around us, but instead the change in ourselves. We need to be open and looking to change ourselves and grow in the environment that we're in. I'll talk about this in the context of marriage again. Marriage for me has been a huge growing adventure. Even though that we live in this house pretty much full time. We go to our jobs 5 days a week. All of these things we do every day, but we allow ourselves to grow, more in love. By doing life together, we fall more in love with each other, and that's really cool. We also identify where we could be better and like do marriage better. I have to remember man, sometimes I just get really lazy. But I know my wife really likes it when I do the dishes right away after we have dinner, whatever it is. Like, there's ways that I could grow and be better, and being able to like work towards that and strive towards that, that is growth. That's change in yourself. Like, you're becoming a better person through your day to day. If you can identify things where you can serve other people, build up your community, love your family, like doing that and becoming the type of person that starts to enjoy doing those things, that's going to be the start of a big part of any adventure. The last thing, the last principle that I have, and this might be the most controversial one. When people think of adventure, people think of like freedom, like they're going out there and they're doing what they want to do in any city in the world they want to do it in, going to see sights and sounds and different cultures, and those things are great. Again, I think they in their right amount, I think they have a good spot in an adventurous life. But I also think that actually more important is letting yourself be constrained by a cause. Having a purpose that actually limits what you're able to do with your life. Because when you limit what you're able to do with your life, that means you've really given yourself to it. You think about like Spider-Man, a story that really resonates with a lot of people. Like, great power comes great responsibility. You don't just get to do whatever you want. You have a responsibility to other people. And that's one of the core, for people who know like the Spider-Man, Peter Parker, like canon. We're gonna get a little nerdy here for the second. That's right. That's right. So much of the drama that people love about Spider-Man is the pull, the tension between Peter Parker and Spider-Man. Peter Parker sort of getting his fairy tale ending and people needing Spider-Man. That's the drama. That is the adventure of Spider-Man. Give yourself to something that's bigger than you, and like give yourself to it in a way that like limits you. Like, your life, you won't have certain opportunities or choices because you've given yourself over to this thing so deeply. There's something to be said that you enter into the adventure rather than wondering what other paths might hold. Like, to be constrained, you enter in and that's it. You've done it. And you don't have to worry. You don't have to be thinking, constantly second guessing, was this right? Was this wrong? You know, you can just be on the adventure. I think, like I said, those are the three principles that I think are really important: openness, change, being willing to be constrained by your adventure. If you do those things, I think you can have an adventure anywhere. All right, everybody, we're back. Cheers. All right, chat. So, we actually have to have a little bit of heart-to-heart here as I'm getting into the game, because I played while we were off stream. What I did do is I did go through all of the characters and relearn just... I actually looked through all their abilities and actually learned what they all did. I felt like I just hadn't had a chance to go through all the characters and actually like really do that. And I did give all of my Team Girl Squad makeovers, so I gave them new hairstyles and whatnot. So, but good news is that in going back and fighting the Bergion, I remembered, excuse me, that there were a ton of like side areas on this initial continent that I just like didn't go look at. And so we're gonna go back and look at some of those, because I think some of them are gonna be pretty cool. Oh, Negronis are so good. Okay, so yeah, here we are. Here we are. And no, why is... don't care about him. Yeah, ladies only. Ladies only in this party. K-pop never on Slayers. Ooh, that would be a fun crossover. Okay. Okay, we're learning, we're learning. Yes, actually, artifacts. The Gestrels were the ones who told me about the chromatic nevrons. So. No, the timing was off. Okay. Oh boy. Okay. Okay. No, way too early. Way too early. Not close. Not close. Come on. Come on. It's crunch time. Time to clutch up. Kind of a bummer. He was resistant to physical damage this whole time.
Now's our chance. Lightning front.
Oh, that was so sick! Let's go! Gestural Fight Club. We don't talk about it. Don't talk about it, chat. Do not talk about it.
Not today.
Say, we already fought. Oh my gosh. Excuse me, sir. I want. There we go. There we go. No damage. Yes. Let's go.
Ready.
Okay, now here's what we do. Now we break.
Lady Luck smiled today. Full deck.
Let's go. No, the fake got me. Never expect the second one. Never expect the second one. I'll fight you. Oh my. You. No, way too early. Way too early.
Try me. Time to strike.
Suck on that, Julian. Tiny-headed bitch.
Wow. That Nevron is the size of a mountain.
Is
Oh.
it eating the mountain?
I might be eating the mountain, chat. Might be eating the... Oh, he's moving. He's moving. It's alive? I'm definitely gonna have to fight one of those. I'm definitely gonna have to fight one of those. I don't like the way it's looking at me. Adventure. Adventure. This is the name of the game tonight. Chat. Who the...
My
Alright, well.
It's locked on you.
This is something. We're doing something. Okay, she's got lots of blight. She's got lots of blight now.
Romance flowing.
Okay.
We parry or we die, chat. Parry or we die.
Ready to parry.
Ooh, that last one's fast.
I can do it.
Ooh, oh, what?
Ready to evade.
Ooh-wee. All right. Come on.
Ready
Oh, you're dead. One down.
to evade. Try me.
No. Okay, well he's dead. Whatever. I don't think it matters. Let's go, chat. Let's friggin' go. What the hell is that? Did we just fight orphans? Did we just kill orphans? Feels like we maybe killed some orphans. What? The Gestural Beach? Oh, yeah. Is there a platforming minigame? No friggin' way. I bet there is more, but like... I think that was the first section. Okay, you're fine. You're fine. Guys, this is so cool. But... Okay. Hello, sir. Wait, like... Okay, so this is 33. Shit. Yeah, it's 17. What the fu- Okay. Look at that! Look at that! That tasteful swimsuit getup. She got weird legs, though. Hello, sir. Take this! Okay, 4 or 5. Okay, that's a lot. That's a lot. Get out of here, guy.
Of pebbles shifting. A wave, a wave. A wave of rock and sand.
Boring.
This world is full of wonders.
I tried to get through it, Chad. I tried to get through it. For you, I just couldn't do it. I just couldn't do it. Oh, this guy's 100% chromatic, huh? Yeah, yeah. I think I remember that being a jump. It was. Oh! Oh! That's a wild attack. Oh my gosh, okay. Oh! The last one's delayed. That was way too early.
My ult.
That's early. No, that way too early. Way too early. We got this together as a unit.
Careful now.
As a unit, chat, we got this. Okay. That's big. Let's go.
Time to hit big. Ready to parry.
Let's. Oh my gosh.
Ready.
Look out!
Okay, we are gonna send in the rest of the team. We're gonna see if we can do it. Alright, it's mano a mano. I have not used Verso before, so we're gonna see how this goes. I have the idea. Let's go, chat. Verso coming in the clutch. Oof, that is a stereotype that might have gotten reinforced, Master Jedi. That was not our goal. That was not our goal. You know what? The girls got a long way on their own. The girls did a lot of things on their own. But in the end, a man did need to save the day. So, you know what? People can take what they want from that. I make no conclusions or assumptions based on how that turned out. Though that last one was epic too, though, with Verso coming in and saving the day. Again, no assumptions made about why he was able to do that or if he would have been able to do it on his own from the start. Thanks again for everyone for tuning in. Yes, we did get slapped. We got slapped many times by Julian the Small-Headed. Julian? Julian the Small-Headed. Julian the Small-Headed. His head was a normal size, I think, but his hands, very powerful hands. And with that, we're going to leave it. We're going to see you all next week. Go out there and live like you matter this week, because you do. Make your life an adventure. Live it like the adventure that it is. We'll see you next time.